little cone of shame. Tiffin, you can't come up here. You cannot be up here. Oh, well, now everyone's here. I have no control over this situation. Hello everyone, I'm feeling a bit funny. I got my cats done yesterday and I found it to be quite a traumatic experience, having to leave them at the vet and then picking them up, and they were all high off cat drugs. They're fine now, and also watching Florrie in her little cone of shame made me really sad. I'm not having fun. I don't like it. Anyways, I got back from Japan about a month ago, I'm sure you all know, and here is everything I bought while I was there. As I'm sure you're aware, I have a lot of feelings about haul videos and videos where people just show all the stuff they bought. I was really careful when I was in Tokyo to only buy things I really liked and was very sure I was going to get a lot of use out of them. And I ended up having 10,000 yen left over at the end of my trip, which is very good. I went out with approximately £550, and that was for food, travel, and to buy merch. So the fact that I had approximately £90 left over, I think I did a pretty good job. I was very frugal this time. Anyway, you guys want to know what I bought, let's just get on with it. And if you're wondering what the look is today, I was trying to look like a character from Moomin, but I think I look a little bit more like 2013 girl who wants to be an idol mashed up with a clown. Whatever, that's a look in and of itself. I want to start with some of the just drugstore-y little tiny things I got. Okay, I really don't like buying plastic bottles, but there were some drinks I really wanted to get when I was in Tokyo, so I was like, what I'll do is I'll just buy drinks that have really, really nice bottles, and that way I can reuse the bottles. So I got this Frozen 2 milk tea, and I have been using this bottle as a water bottle, which has a very nice silhouette of Anna on it, and it's all Frozen 2 themed. The drink itself was delicious. And then I also got this Fanta Peach. As you can see, there is still some water in it because this is my go-to water bottle now. This is probably my favourite drink you can get. Bought face masks as usual. I just got regular white ones. I was so sick when I got to Tokyo. I had a chest infection. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. I was messaging everyone I knew who lived in Japan, like, can you help me? I think I need to go to a doctor. And then it slowly cleared up, but I was very ill. For anyone who doesn't know, face mask culture is a thing in Japan. If you're sick, or if you're worried you're gonna get sick, if you wanna keep your face warm, there's like a bunch of reasons that people wear face masks. So I got some standard white ones. I've had to wear one pretty much the entire time I was there. If you're coughing in public and you're not wearing a face mask, people will give you the dirtiest looks. And then I found some black ones, which is something I'd been on the hunt for a while, and it turned out they just had them in drugstores. So these are the only face masks I got. I bought loads of novelty face masks the first time I went, but I found out a lot of them were kids' sizes when I got home, so they were completely useless. I also bought this lip balm. Yeah, it's apple and vanilla flavored, scented. I literally just bought this because I had a chest infection, so my lips were super dry, and this is like the nicest lip balm I've ever bought. It's really cute. It smells good. I want to eat it. Okay, that's all the drugstore stuff out the way. How great is this mug? It says cutie in the streets, Eros in the sheets, and it's got Yuri on it. Okay, so next up is the real reason I'm doing this video. This whole video exists just because I wanted to show you guys the stuff I got at Moomin Bakery Cafe. I wish in my travels I could have kept this bag a little bit neater because it's so cute. They give it to you like it's in a little bakery box. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm obsessed with the Moomins. I think it is the best thing in the world. There's a Moomin behind me right now. First thing on my list this time in Tokyo was to go to the Moomin Cafe. I had the time of my life. I went with my friend Sheila. We had the best time ever. And Little Mai is my favourite Moomin character. And in Japan, they just get it. I was sitting next to this woman at Disney and she had a Little Mai phone case. And I was like, me, kawaii. And she was like, yes, I love Little Mai. They call Little Mai me in Japan. Anyways, they just get it. They understand the Little Mice, the best thing in the world. So I bought some stuff. Moomin Cafe is where I spent the most money, but I knew that was going to happen and I had planned for it. So I bought this umbrella, which has my favourite image from Moomin ever on it. All of the little Mimbles gathered. Oh God, I love it. I'm not going to open this indoors because I'm superstitious. And I always swing in the morning. That's little my. I'm having a crisis here because I feel like you can't really see my face, but also the look is ruined if I push my hair back. See what I mean? That looks ridiculous. I mean, what am I talking about? This whole outfit is ridiculous. So I got an umbrella that's covered in Mimbles. And I got this diary. It's a 2020 diary. It's also got like a tube map of Tokyo and a whole JR line map of Tokyo. You see that? This is the little my one, and you can actually take the pink bit off and just have the comic strips in the back, which I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna take off the pink bit. And look, they have the bit, it's my favorite little my quote ever. She says, "I want to live in Moomin's room alone." This is a good thing that I bought. I'm very happy with this, and I can't wait to use it. I also bought a flannel washcloth. Again, it's little my, and she's got an umbrella. How cute is that? I really like getting washcloths. I think they're good gifts. They're good things to buy when you're abroad because they'll always be useful. And I don't use makeup remover wipes because it's like the one thing I can do for the environment. So these are good because I can take my makeup off with them. I also bought a little my pop socket. I have this problem, which is that I made myself this phone case. You can tell I cut the cardboard out and everything. And I love it so much that I don't want to put a pop socket on it because I don't want to cover up these dumb Ewoks. So my plan is that I will like this one enough that it can go with the Ewoks. I think baby Ewoks and little my have a lot in common. Are you guys ready for the best thing I bought? And I don't just mean in this haul or on this trip. I mean, this is the best thing I've ever bought in my life.
Hello, children of YouTube. It is I, Little My.
Look at this thing. How are you feeling today, little my?
I'm fine, but I wish you hadn't stolen my outfit. Ow.
I just wanted to match you, little my.
Well, don't. There can only be one Little My.
We are going to have hours of fun with this. It kind of makes me want to make like a little puppet version of myself. I love you too, little my. Can you imagine like a tiny puppet me? I'll have one on each hand. They'd be best friends. Yeah, it's no secret that I'm Little My's biggest fan. Or at least one of them. I think that's a title shared by many. It's one of the things that got me back into drawing. I was like, you know what? I need a hobby that isn't online. So I started drawing. There, Little My's for you. You can see them. The other side is a self-portrait. Can you see it? I don't know if I'm ever going to do a full sketchbook tour because it is deeply private in a kind of embarrassing way. And I don't mean in terms of the content. I mean in the fact that it's a hobby I started up to be distinctly unpublic. And I think it's really important to have hobbies that are private and won't reap any financial or social reward. And don't get me wrong, like obviously I'll share little bits and bobs and I like have my creativity Instagram account and stuff. But, you know, it's important to have things that are just for you. And speaking of, I partnered up with Skillshare, who are giving away a 2-month free unlimited access trial to my subscribers who click the link below. And after that 2 months, it's approximately $10 a month. I have a premium membership, which gives me unlimited access to any of the classes and groups I want. So the course I've been doing is Marie Andrews Drawing as Self-Discovery. And I thought it'd be kind of fun if some of us did it together. I spent ages looking through all of the art related Skillshare classes, and what I really liked about Marie's in particular is that it's not in any way based around skill. It's very much just about drawing as a type of therapy and self-discovery, which was really appealing to me because, for lack of a better phrase, I suck butts at drawing. That's not why I'm drawing for weird other reasons. If you did want to take a class that was more based around skills and, you know, learning to draw well, then there's hundreds of other artistic classes you could take. And if art isn't for you, Skillshare has thousands of other classes you can take. I even found one which was about home design and like decorating your house, where you could take this quiz that figures out what kind of house personality you should have. I obviously took the quiz. So if you want to join me and get your 2 months free unlimited access trial, you can click the link below. Should be a fun time. Back to the haul. Okay, I feel like this next thing is going to come as a surprise to many. It certainly came as a surprise to me. I only bought one item of clothing the entire time I was in Tokyo and Hakone. Just one single thing. I mean, I guess I did say a while back I wanted to buy less clothes, so I'm keeping up with my truth. The one thing I bought was this Punya's jumper, yes! Which says kabocha on it, and it's covered in pumpkins. Kabocha means pumpkin in Japanese, if you hadn't guessed. I couldn't resist because partly this trip to Japan was to commemorate and celebrate finishing book 3 and it being out in the world. So after tour ended, we went to Japan, me and Evan together. So in book 3, Lottie, Ellie and Jamie, for reasons I will let you find out yourself, go to Tokyo, and one of the characters, upon learning that Lottie's name is Lottie Pumpkin, calls her Kabocha-chan, which is like a cute way of calling her Pumpkin, and it becomes Lottie's nickname while they're in Tokyo. The best thing about that is that she was originally just called Kabocha, but I had this lovely Japanese woman go through my book and sensitivity read it, and she said it would work better if she called her Kabocha-chan. And I was like, hell yeah, let's call her that. As soon as I saw this, I was like, this is a gift to myself. What a perfect little way of commemorating book 3. Okay, actually there's one more drugstore thing that I forgot, which is this. It is a hand and nail cream, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not much of a hand cream kind of lady. I'm not much of a look after my hands at all person. I barely even know how to do my own hair. I have found myself being very enamoured by the aesthetic of Snow White while I was in Japan. So I will say I bought this entirely because I thought it looked nice. It's fruity cocktail flavour. Yeah, I'm just going to do all the tidbits in this moment. So I got this from this amazing chocolate shop, which was called Artichoke, which was an artisan chocolate company that my friend took me to. And they had something called chocolate tea. I love tea, and I couldn't fathom how that was going to work. So they explained it to me, and what this actually is. So these are cacao shells, which they distill for about 5 minutes in boiling water, and it tastes so good. It's like all of the deliciousness of chocolate, but with the refreshing bite of tea. So you get that lovely thirst-quenching feeling of tea, but with all of the pleasant warmth of hot chocolate. And it is genuinely the best tea I've ever had in my life. I don't know what I'm going to do when this runs out. I'm going to have to import it. Anyway, this stuff is so good. I'm saving all the Disney stuff for last. So this is stuff from the Pokemon Center. We also went to the cafe. Don't worry, vlogged it all. I recently realized I didn't have a favorite Pokemon, and it caused me a lot of stress. I feel like you need to have a favorite Disney princess, and you need to have a favorite Pokemon, and you need to have a distinctive hairstyle. Otherwise, who are you? What are you? What is your purpose in this world? And I realized I didn't have a favorite Pokemon. So, Smoochum. Hello, sweet angel. Smooch. Yeah, Smoochum and Gothorita are my favourite Pokemon. And I also got Pikachu stickers. I collected so much stuff. I collected every single ticket we used, every single train pass, all of these little sticker things. I collected the placemats we were given because my plan is I'm going to make one hell of a scrapbook adventure of this Japan trip. Anyway, until then, here's everything I got at Disney. We're going to start with the Disney store. First up, how cute are the Disney store bags? Absolutely adorable. I also asked for extra bags because I wanted to give some to Ellen. I thought she'd like it. She's already picked up her gift, which was a Chip 'n Dale flannel face wash thing. And then I got this for my old housemate Charlie. Belle lip balm, and I thought it was so pretty. Lip cream, excuse me, not lip balm. Lip cream. This is everything I got at Tokyo Disney. Can you believe how tiny? Tiny quantity of stuff. Once again, let us appreciate the bags. We have a Duffy and Friends bag, and we have the standard Tokyo Disney bag. I went to Tokyo Disney twice. We did Tokyo Disneyland when it was quieter, wasn't quite Christmas yet, and then I went to Tokyo Disney Sea on my own when Christmas had started, and it was very busy and it was very strange. I've never done a Disney park on my own before, but I ended up having a really lovely time. And what was odd is that when I went to Tokyo Disneyland before it was Christmas, I didn't buy anything. I couldn't find a single bit of merch I actually wanted, and I realized everything I was thinking of getting, I was kind of just kidding myself. And then at the Christmas stuff, I was just very careful, you know? I just picked the things I thought would last me forever, or gifts for people that they would really be able to cherish. So I got myself these 2 Christmas ornaments. They're actually keychains, but my plan is to turn them into Christmas ornaments. That's Stuffy, and that's Shelly May, and I'm going to make them into little Christmas tree ornaments. Duffy and Shelly May are huge in Tokyo Disney, and loads of people in other parts of the world have never heard of them, but they're like the biggest thing ever there. Then I also got myself these, and again, I'm going to turn these into little Christmas ornaments. Aren't they so cute? What's nice as well about these, hold on, is the first ever time I went to Japan, it was Halloween, and I got this. And I felt like these were kind of like almost the Christmas version. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I'm being silly. Finally, I also got this for my housemate Charlie. This button. I thought that was very cute, and she can wear that next time we go to Disney together. And I got this for myself, because I get a fridge magnet. Wherever I go in the world, I buy a fridge magnet. And I always like to get one that kind of matches the most rare thing I did on that holiday. So I thought being at Tokyo Disney Sea during Christmas was the rarest thing. So this is the one I got. There's something missing, and I don't feel like going on a big wild goose chase right now to try and find it. And that is a little May pin that I bought from the Ghibli Museum. Very hard not to spend lots of money in the Ghibli Museum, but I talked myself into just getting this one pin because I thought it would feel more special if it was just like the one item I got on my trip to the Ghibli Museum. I'll explain another time, but getting into the Ghibli Museum is quite difficult, and then you're not allowed to film or video anywhere inside other than the cafe and the outdoor bit. I just wanted one thing that would be my special Ghibli Museum experience token. The final thing I want to show you guys, and it comes with a little story, is this, which I am using as a medicine holder. So I'm keeping all of my medicine in there. Again, it's Duffy and Shelly May. Okay, so the story. I got this on my first ever solo Disney trip, and I didn't just do solo Disney. I decided my first solo Disney was going to be Tokyo Disney Sea at peak season, and I had all of these plans for when I went, and every single one of them fell through. The ride I was going to Fast for was closed, and then every single lottery I entered, I lost. You enter the lotteries to try and get places for the parades and shows. I lost all of them. And then I couldn't find the place I wanted to eat, and I was really disorientated because I didn't know that park very well. And at about 10:30 a.m, I was like, I am having the worst day, and I have achieved nothing, and I don't know what to do. So I was like, I'm just gonna stop at this tiny little kiosk and get myself a caramel milk tea, is what it was called. And as I get in the queue, I look behind me, and the biggest queue has formed behind me. It is going right round the corner, and it turns out I have somehow gotten in line for this place where they were doing these limited edition gifts and drinks, and I had no idea. So I was like, okay, well, if this is some kind of special thing, I'll get the special thing. So I bought this little box, and I also got the special drink and the special cake, and everything turned around from that moment on. As soon as I got the special little thing, everything was great, and I had the most amazing day, and I saw the Christmas show, and I got Fast Pass to Tower of Terror, and I got to see all of these magical things, and I just had a really great time. So this feels like a little lucky item. I picked up something that is a good omen. So that is pretty much everything I bought. I don't know if I've forgotten anything. If I have, it probably wasn't very important. This is by far the best thing that I own now. God, I love it so much. Look at it. Can you see my cat sleeping on the bed behind me? Yes. Excellent news. So the Japan vlogs themselves will be up soon. I'm doing them more in like categories. So I want to have one about the Ghibli cafe. I want to have one about going to Hakone and doing an outdoor hot spring, which I was naked in, and it was an experience. So those will be coming up over the next few weeks, which is nice because it gives me a bit of a Christmas break because I don't have to film anything. I also just want to say, the first time I went to Tokyo, I got what I'm now calling Japan shock, and I feel like it happens to a lot of people where you just buy so much stuff because you're like, oh my god, they don't sell anything like this in England, I must buy it all. And I ended up with a lot of things that didn't feel very special to me, and they weren't very special. And this time I was so careful, and I really thought a lot about everything I was picking up and everything that I spent money on. And I'm so happy with everything I got. This whole pile is a pile of very lovely trinkets and things that I care deeply about. I feel like it's taught me a valuable lesson in picking things carefully. Right, I'm going to go. This has been fun. Bye everyone.
Bye!